Guys, DJ, Guild Master Westmoreland Gamers Guild, back with another Team Yankee Battle Report. This time, I'm just recording. I'm going to be recording Jeremy and Paul's game. You guys are playing, what, 110 points?
Yep.
Let me get in here. Awesome, awesome television, guys. All right, so we'll go ahead. We'll start with Jeremy first. You guys are playing counterattack.
Yep.
Same board me and Greg played in an earlier video. So let's go over your list, buddy. What you got going on?
Okay, so we got the Czechs. We'll start with the T-72 battalion. We got a T-72M, 3 units of 3 T-72Ms, unit of 4 BMP-1s with their infantry, unit of 2 Gaskins, 2 BMP-1 scouts, 3 Carnations, and 4 Shilkas.
Okay.
The BMP battalion. We got a commander, a unit of 9 BMP-2s, 2 units of 9 BMP-2s, adding the Grail team for a 10th BMP.
Okay.
Or those are BMP-1 units.
Okay.
4 Shilkas, 5 T-55s.
All right.
2 BMP scouts, 3 Spandrels.
Okay.
And then for support, we got RM-70s.
Okay.
2 BMP-1 scouts. Carnations are in with the BMP formation.
Okay.
Also the Gaskins, I forgot, are in with the BMP formation.
All right.
We got the BMP. We got the Observer.
All right.
We got 3 Spandrels in reserve. We got 2 Frog Feet and 2 Ghost Hinds because I forgot the models at home and didn't bring anything else to fill the points.
Okay. This is your 110. Now, is this in prep for our May event, or is this just something you threw together?
Something I have a little bit for the tournament in Pittsburgh on Saturday. The May event could be very different because the new Warsaw Pact book's coming out in a few weeks.
Yes, and it's going to be legal.
I got a lot more options.
It's going to be legal for our event too, guys. It's going to be out at least definitely a month before.
So the Czechs are going to have a lot more options.
All right, cool. All right, Paul, go ahead, go over your force. You're running what, Marines or just Army?
Yeah, Marines, and then it has the Army and the Bradleys.
Okay.
So I have a Bradley mech platoon with the full man of the infantry, just 3 Bradleys per group.
Okay.
They all have the TOE2s, so they all have the better ones.
Okay.
So you have them as the main formation. Then we have 2 M3 Bradley Scouts.
All right.
Then we have 2 M1A1 HCs, so they're the heavy ones with the 21.
Oh wow. Okay, the big boys.
Yeah, and then we have a second combat formation of 5 M60s.
Okay.
I modeled this one with the ERA.
Okay.
And then for support, I have 3 M109s as my artillery with laser-guided munitions and bomblets.
Okay.
Then I have the Humvee observation post. And then these, they're technically the U.S. ADATs that was never actually entered service, but I use them as LAV ADs and a 2-man. So that's that. Then I have a support formation support of AAVPs, which I modeled as strikers, with the full 6-man infantry, the 2 dragons, 2 smalls, and then the mortar back there.
Okay, sweet. So, 2 really good-looking armies.
And I guess since we rolled up counterattack where I got the defender.
Okay.
So I guess my reserves, I got all my T-72s, my T-55s. The BMP infantry unit from the T-72 formation, both units of Gaskins, my Frog Feet, and my Ghost Hinds.
Oh my god.
So that's what my reserves is, all the tanks, planes, and AAs.
People are just like, what?
Yeah, that's 45 points for reserves, all that stuff.
Gosh.
This looks like it could be a complete force on its own, and then he just has a second one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, there's more.
Yeah. Yeah, there's more. All the infantry that I haven't bothered getting out yet.
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, there's like all infantry for that little group. All right, guys, we'll be back after. We'll probably go in who goes first, the attacker?
Yeah.
We'll probably come back with setup and then American turn 1. So you guys are deployed basically.
Yep.
So go ahead, walk us through what you did over here.
Okay, so this was my table quarter.
Yeah.
I put my objective here. He put his over there. I got my RM-70s, Carnations, Shilkas, one of the BMP-1 units, Scouts, my commander.
Okay.
Spandrels, more more Spandrels, more Shilkas, Scouts, the other BMP unit, another BMP-1 unit, other Carnations,
Okay.
my Observer. This is actually their infantry unit.
Okay, so you have them dug in over there, and then these guys are here in the hill.
These guys are still in their tracks.
All
and
right.
then in ambush, I have my BMP-2s.
That giant thing that we showed earlier. Okay.
Yeah, and then my ranged markers right in the middle of the roads, RM70s. That woods is, that was
Right there?
these Carnations, and right next to that water tower is the other Carnation. Right
Okay.
in template.
All right.
So the Americans.
All right.
Okay, so I have the M60s are all over there, ready to push this flank.
Okay.
The artillery's in the woods. The LAVADs are also behind the woods to get cover from the BMPs pushing this way.
Okay.
The Bradleys, with their infantry still in, are here in the middle.
Okay.
The Bradley Scouts are up here, with the AAVPs behind them.
All right.
The Humvee observation post is here with 3 Bradleys who dumped out their infantry behind to cover this side because this is where his reinforcements will come in.
Correct.
Then we have the 2 HC Abrams over here.
Okay.
Other important note: we are playing at dawn because he rolled for random time of day. And
Oh, you
dawn.
actually rolled random instead of picking.
Yes.
Oh man.
It's attack or it's daylight or random,
Yeah.
and he didn't want to do daylight, and he got dawn. So we're starting at night.
Because
Oh.
I'm more likely to see the enemy.
Yeah, it'll help a lot when it comes to, because all that stuff has IR, so regardless, you're going to be a +1 to hit on top of. So yeah, that's actually pretty decent.
But it means he might not be able to shoot much turn 1 at least.
That is true.
And the Abrams will be no problem. The Bradleys all can see, so it's fine.
Well, remember your max
Still gotta
range of
roll for
sight
vision.
is
Still gotta roll. 24
is
is the max
24.
range.
It's fine.
except for spotting for the FO, you can you can spot regardless. All right, guys, we'll be back after American turn 1. All right, so that was the end of American turn 1. So go ahead, Paul, walk us through what ended up happening. Like I see a lot of stuff moved around, and right now it's nighttime.
So I moved that infantry that was over there in the trees. I moved
Okay.
them up to watch the corner.
Okay.
In case these guys come in this time. The Abrams bumped up. The Bradleys bumped up. The AAVPs moved around there. The Humvee ranged in for the M109s over here and bombarded the BMPs and infantry over there, only bailing 2 of them.
Yep.
Oh wow, that's actually
Yeah, it was
unfortunate.
horrible. And then Bradley fired at these guys, took out 1. These guys failed to get their
Failed
range.
visibility.
Oh,
These guys fired 1, took out 1. The M60s, these 2 killed 1,
okay.
bailed 1. This guy finished them off and killed 1 here. These 4 obliterated 4 of them.
Oh wow.
This guy moved up. These guys stayed put. We figured out that the mortar was direct fire, so he went back in the AAVP instead of coming out. So he can't range in anywhere.
Yeah, it's weird because the British actually have an old school mortar like you would see in Flames, where they actually drop a template,
Yeah.
which is kind of weird.
It was confusing.
Yeah.
Nobody had range anywhere else. So
It has direct fire, but it does have overfire, so you can shoot over your infantry units.
So I can lob it over.
One thing to be cognizant of night fire, when you shoot, you're illuminated. So then you won't need to be... Now, he's still a -1.
Yeah, it's still +1 to hit.
Yeah, but they can be seen and shot at.
Yeah.
Now, vice versa, when he shoots, it's the same. But, all right, so that was the end of American turn 1. Going on to Czech turn 2.
Turn 1.
Or
Check turn,
turn 1. I've noticed in my videos, I always say the wrong turn, but I know I do, and I usually put that thing at the bottom of the screen saying what turn it is. I need to get better at that.
Yeah.
All right, on to Czech turn 1. All right, so that was the end of Czech turn 1. Looks like no reserves came in.
No, we didn't get ours turn 1. Movement was pretty simple. The infantry that wasn't in the building or the Grail team ran up in the woods. Those Shilkas moved around the rocks to hide
Okay.
because they can't really hurt anything from the front at the moment. That was movement. For
Okay.
shooting, these BMP, pretty much most things shot. I killed a Patton.
Okay.
Killed those 2 Bradleys.
Those are the Scout Bradleys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Dropped some artillery. I got one of the Carnations here, the RM70s here. Didn't really do anything. The most effectual of The artillery was I pinned the infantry, but they've rallied.
Okay.
And the one Bradley that the one Patton, I killed one and the other ran away.
No,
It's a
man.
unit of 2.
Are you really Marines or regular?
They're Marines, but they still only have a morale of 4. So
And even
Marines have a morale of 3.
no, it's 4.
Pretty sure it's 3, buddy.
Morale 4, remount 3, courage 3.
Huh.
But even with the commander right next to him,
Yeah.
he didn't stay.
Yep.
The HQ one has a 3.
Yeah. For some reason their skill is 3. I know that.
Yeah,
I don't think I can help him at all. So,
no.
and I did re-roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you rolled a 1 and a 2 for them.
Yep.
Yeah, that was pretty simple check turn.
All right. So still really early in the game, and
Yeah,
it's still.
but now pretty much most things are now visible for him to shoot at.
All right. So we're going on to American turn 2.
Yeah.
We shall return. So that was American turn 2. So what all happened?
Okay, so the infantry got out of the AAVP over there.
Okay.
Then the AAVP rolled up into the hedge, the farmland, to then shoot at the infantry over there. With
Okay.
50 cal since the grenade launcher wasn't in range.
Okay.
The Bradleys moved up a little bit and fired into there, killing 1.
And then pinning them.
Okay.
Pinning them, yep. The Abrams moved back to support, waiting for reinforcements to come in over there.
Okay.
These Bradleys moved up, killed a couple BMPs.
Yeah, you got between everything, he's got 3 dead and 1 bailed.
Yep.
Okay.
And then this guy fired, killed one of the Gaskins. This were Spandrels.
Spandrels.
Same.
I say the same thing.
Very
dude.
different.
They're
Yeah.
missiles, same vehicle. This M60 fired,
Killed
2.
2 Spandrels there.
These
Okay.
guys fired, killed the BMP that had the leader in it.
But
and
the
then
commander survived.
he
Oh, wow.
survived, unfortunately. The next one fired and took out an artillery unit, so he has to reroll now.
Okay.
Yeah.
The LAVADs, which are my ADETs, fired into these guys, killing
they
one
killed 1.
Okay.
with his GAU, which is awesome.
All right.
This guy fired. I don't think
Part of the group that,
Yeah. He bailed that. I think he double bailed that one.
yeah,
He
or
survived it.
something.
Okay.
Artillery killed 1
Yep.
BMP, and the RPG-7 died.
Didn't make it.
The grunt
Okay.
made it.
Okay.
And then I think that's all that
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah.
All right. So that looks like a pretty productive American turn 2.
Yeah, the BMP-2 ambush is definitely coming this turn.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, and the worst part is it has to be what 16, I believe, or
If not
4
concealed.
if concealed.
Yeah.
There's only one really spot you can be concealed, and it's not very well. Or you can't fit a lot of guys in there.
Eh,
But or you can. It's just that they're gonna be.
they can always move after.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Because, yeah, at least unlike the BMP-1s, their main gun is not heat. So they
Yes.
can mess up Bradleys while
Yeah.
moving.
Yeah, the Bradleys with oblique armor are really hard to deal with. Now, granted, your Saggers can hurt them, but
Oh,
like,
yeah, they're
your main
21.
gun, yeah. All right, so going on to check turn 2. I think their stuff still stays cheap in the new book.
Yeah.
So go ahead, go over what all happened, Jeremy. You got 2 reserve units came in. We know that.
Yeah, so reserves. I got my T-55s in. My Frogfeet came in and actually got on the table.
Yeah, they didn't get shot of the air right off the bat.
They also didn't do anything.
Okay.
Let's see. I got the one guy back in. They stayed pinned. Spandrel went away. The BMP, thanks to the commander, got back in and stayed.
Okay.
That was all my upkeep stuff. My BMP-2s, they popped their ambush.
Okay.
They killed one of the labs, which is nice.
Okay.
Didn't hit any patterns.
Yeah, it's me.
The Shilkas moved up.
Yeah, my phone's officially.
Oh, I did not fire those Spandrels. That's fine. They can stay dark. Between these scouts here and these guys,
Uh-huh.
I killed the 3 Bradleys.
Okay.
Let's see. They did a shoot and scoot to move up a little bit.
Okay.
They stayed pinned, and that's all they did.
Your T-55s are ones that drove on over there.
Yeah, they came in here, did nothing. They hit the infantry once, didn't pin.
Now, does your T-55s have brutal or no?
No.
See that my T-55s are Iraqis. They don't have brutal either.
I don't think any T-55s do.
All right, sounds good.
I think you have to be a 60, at least a 64
Okay, sounds good.
or 72 to be
All right, I'll see you
brutal.
tomorrow, or Friday.
I don't know if my T-62s do or not. I don't know. I need to buy some more T-62s for my Iraqis and 55s eventually, but that's a sidebar note. But
Yeah, I had Carnations and RM70s repeat here. Killed a couple stands of infantry here, also pinning them, but we got a little bit of stuff done. Nothing too crazy, but we're getting reserves in, which is big.
okay. So that was Czech turn 2. We're going on to American turn 3. Sorry, folks. We'll be back.
Infantry's gonna sit.
Yeah.
It's annoying that if that battery stays, they'll be repeating these, but
Yeah.
that's fine.
So that was the end of American turn 3. So walk us through what you did there, Paul. There's a lot more burning stuff on the field, I see.
The leader, the Bradley leader, killed the last surviving BMP-1 up here.
Okay.
These 3 BMPs unloaded
Killed the 2
their Bushmasters on the
spandrels.
spandrels.
Okay.
This M60 and these 2. This one fired into the BMPs. So
Okay.
This
Bailed
one
one
bailed one.
Yeah.
This one fired into the 2
into the
missile
RM70s.
batteries.
Okay.
Completely wrecked those 2.
Killed 2, and then they did a shoot and scoot to get back.
So then they drove
Backed up
backwards.
in here.
Nice.
The LAVAD
He
hauled down this way.
passed his last stand and ran away.
Okay.
The Abrams fired into the T-55s, took out 3 of them, bailed 1.
Okay. So basically, that one just passed through. Them guys looking at each other like, "We need to go right now."
Yeah.
The infantry fired at them, did nothing. Infantry fired over there, did nothing.
Okay.
AAVPs backed up.
He moved his ranged marker up to here. Didn't hit anybody.
Yeah.
I got it on the last chance and completely whiffed all my shots.
Oh, that's rough, dude. So that looks like it was a decently productive turn.
Yeah.
It sucks because T-55s are like that crumb old tank a lot of people make fun of, but then whenever you're playing a game, it's like
They're good enough.
They're good enough because like I feel American infantry minus the Dragon is underwhelming because your law is so weak. It almost feels like at this time frame we did have AT4s.
Yeah.
But I mean,
From the front, only
Yeah.
those dragons in the infantry
Yeah.
can hurt me.
yep.
But
All right, so
Now,
that
if
was
the,
what's that?
If the T-55s were the experimental version they had, it would have had knockoff trophy systems where
Yeah,
they could totally protect themselves. The hard kill.
it could be the Beast from Iraq when it had like them giant boxes welded on it that were full of like 1-inch things of rubber and steel. And believe it or not, like I seen a thing. It actually, U.S. Army captured it. They fired a sailboat out of a 120. It, believe it or not, stopped it. But then again, when you have like almost a 3-foot box with all that stuff in there, it's going to slow something down.
Yeah, you're gonna be slow.
But anyway, so we're going on to check turn 3.
and we'll see if day breaks. It'll be big.
Oh yeah, this is night
Yeah.
or goes in the daylight.
Yeah.
All right, we'll be back. So that was the end of check turn 3. What all happened?
So big thing, day broke. So it's daytime now.
Okay.
I rolled, reserves were bad, so I got my pity reserve, which was a unit of T-72s,
Okay.
who managed to come on and kill an Abram from the side.
Oh wow.
The T-55 stayed bailed, but they passed its last stand.
Okay.
It shot and killed one of those boat things. I don't know what
Striker.
their names are.
Strikers.
Striker. Yeah, those things.
Or the AVVP, whatever.
Strikers.
I'll say boat things.
Strikers.
These guys failed to rally. They failed to dig in. Everyone here moved up. Shilka's moved up. Let's see. They're dead. RM70 failed his last stand.
Okay.
BMP2 failed to get back in. Shot a bunch out of Patton. Didn't do any. Bailed them. Shot one for a long shot at the lab. Didn't hit.
Okay.
These 4 Shilkas managed to
Behind the
bail.
department store.
They managed to bail Bradley.
Wow, that's actually kind of
Because
impressive.
they got enough hits and he rolled a 1. I managed to get my 5 up firepower. Let's see. These Carnations repeated bombardment there. Killed a dragon, killed a grunt.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, these Carnations keep firing into his artillery and keep doing nothing.
So a little artillery duel happening over there.
Yeah. And my frog feet did not come in.
Oh, okay. So we're going on to American turn 4.
Yep.
And then no one's formations are close to breaking them. I can tell right
I
now.
still have 4
Yeah.
Bradleys.
Yeah.
Well,
All right.
And
So
then
we're,
the M60 still have at least half. I think. What are all left in your main?
so T-72s,
half them are
pretty
off
much
the
all of
board.
it's off table.
Oh, okay.
So that they won't have to check.
BMPs. See, we got Commander, we got a unit of Shilkas, BMPs, the infantry, T-55s, these carnations.
Yeah,
Painted.
everything's spaced out
One
far
of the
enough.
Gaskins.
Yeah. Not everything's spaced out far enough. It's going to be hard to break them.
Remember, I still got my Ghost Heinz. Could come on.
Okay. All right. So we're going on to American turn 4. We'll be back. Let's go over American turn 4. A lot of stuff happened, Paul. What all did you end up doing?
So I moved the infantry out of this McDonald's that we forgot it was in.
They
You-
blitzed out
I
successfully.
mean, Burger Hut.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
the Burger Hut, the McBurger King.
I need to put that on the side of Burger Hut.
Yeah, McBurger.
Home or the Booper or whatever.
Yeah, they blitzed out. They
Okay.
fired their laws. I don't think they
You
killed.
killed 2.
Killed 2 with the laws.
Oh wow, that's actually really
The
impressive with the
Dragons
law.
fired and missed. These laws were the same as these guys. The Bradleys fired in and finished them off.
Okay.
The other Bradley, who's over
Killed
here,
2 of them.
killed 2 of the.
Oh
Shilkas.
wow, so you really hammered the Shokas this turn.
Yeah.
These
The
3
Paddens killed 4 BMP-2s.
Yep.
Half the infantry from those died
Yep.
on their way out.
Wow,
The artillery fired their laser guided munitions and whiffed,
they're
which
copperheads.
is annoying.
But then the Abrams killed 2 T-72s.
The one Abrams fished off the other
Yeah,
two.
notably, the Abrams made his last stand. The only thing that failed to get back in her last stand was this guy.
Oh, the
boat guy.
AVVP,
Yeah,
the ginormous land battleship thing. Them things are humongous.
I need to 3D print some cooler ones. There's the MGS package, and then there's
I like the RPG cage. Like a lot of people recognize it from that. And then what? Your infantry
Infantry
assaulted.
came up, they shot, didn't do anything, assaulted. My 1 T-55 killed a guy on the way in, and after
double bailed the other one.
yeah, but he
survived.
managed to pass his 5-up remount.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I killed a guy on the way in. Nothing effective happened for a round and a half, and then I managed to kill one of his guys, and then he failed his counterattack.
Yeah.
T-55
Yeah.
successfully defended.
In his defense, your swall kept missing.
Yeah, every time. I'd be
Yeah,
the last one to fire, and it would
the laws kept hitting, and I kept passing my saves.
Yep. All right, so you're going on to
Check turn 4.
Check turn 4. We'll see what happens here. It looks pretty brutal. There's some morales and stuff happening.
Yeah.
I think you're you gotta try and
All right.
reveal.
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Okay.
So that was the end of
Check turn 4.
Check turn 4.
Things went right starting wise. So we got a BMP-2 back in.
Okay.
I moved the infantry out
Giant
and
horde.
moved them around.
Okay.
Let's see. These guys finally unpinned and moved on up.
Okay.
Going here, moved up. I got my 55 back in.
Yeah, so stop taking leadership on them.
Yep, my 72 stayed.
He's over here behind the house.
I got 2 units of reserves in, so I got all my tanks in.
Okay.
I got my frog feet in.
The frog feetses.
And then for shooting, these guys came up, killed a couple. Between all my tanks, killed most of the infantry here.
Oh wow.
My 1 T-72 killed the Lav.
Okay.
I had my 2 Carnations ranging here. Didn't do anything effective. Shilkas came over here, bailed.
behind
One of
this
the
building here.
Bradleys. These guys killed a Bradley and bailed the other. Infantry didn't do anything. The Paddens. These guys finally did something, and we killed and bailed one of his artillery guys.
Yeah, they've been hitting them the entire game just about.
Yeah, they've been shooting on them every turn.
Okay.
And yeah, that was check turn 4. Pretty good.
Okay.
I still got reserves that could come in.
Oh, that's
Or actually, I
crazy.
still got my Commander T-72 and
Yeah,
a BMP infantry unit.
Yeah.
And then Oh, and my Ghost Hinds that I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
But
they're
it's looking real rough for Americans on
Yeah.
turn 5.
We're going on turn 5, I guess. We'll see what happens. We'll be back.
Time.
Oh, so Paul, you're calling it then at the end of turn American 5?
Yes, there are way too many tanks. But I also can't.
Too many bodies.
If I move the Abrams out to try and control the objective next turn, he has to fight through 10 BMPs.
And
Yeah.
they still have their infantry in them.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'd have to literally shell
It's
them.
And
weird.
then the rear shots.
Yeah, it's weird because you have to control it, and then he has to make sure no one's within 8 of it. So if
Yeah.
you're both there, it's this weird kind of draw limbo.
Then it's whoever can kill the other off, which
Right.
I can just put so many bodies on.
Well, I mean, even the HCs are amazing tanks. Like from the front, they're 21, but
Yeah.
like the sides, I think are 11,
No, 11, yeah.
11 and then what? 16 or 13 against each?
16.
16.
But but still though, like main battle tank rounds aren't heat.
Yeah.
So like you can still punch through.
And theoretically, like the infantry, my infantry can't really hurt him, but if I surround him completely and he fails his counterattack, he dies because he's got nowhere to go.
Yeah, which happens very rarely
But-
in games, but can happen.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think of the mission? Like,
I think I hate how many tanks there are for Russia. They're so cheap.
Yeah.
They're way-
I'm so cheap, but I'm so crappy, and my list is I'm paper arm. I'm glass cannons. As you saw, like if you touch me, I pretty much don't get saves.
Yeah.
it's hard fighting horde Czechs because they are so cheap, and like, yeah, they have crappy skill, but I think their leadership.
Skill and morale are my good things. Everything,
Yeah.
they're 4s. Everything else is 5s.
Yeah. So like you have to almost disassemble the army one thing at a time, but that's hard to do when you're taking 20 plus Sager missile hits or whatever.
No, this was actually all the Bradleys are very good against me because
Your old
Brad-
BMP ones.
Bradleys want to actually get super aggressive against BMP ones.
Yeah.
Because if I can't missile you, they can't. BMP ones cannot touch Bradleys.
Yeah, you can be very aggressive with the
Now
Bradleys.
BMP twos can.
Yeah, BMP2s have the chain guns. They can actually hurt Bradleys. Because your front armor is only 5, and like the chain gun for
18, 10.
Yeah, so you're needing 5s to equal. So it's not very good. Well, like I said, that was another battle report done. What's that?
I think it didn't help that the reserves of the Defender came in behind my troops.
Yeah, that's kind of like the give and take with the Defender.
There's also the potential you could to kind of counter that. You could have charged hard that flank.
Yeah, I could have. I should have. I shouldn't have tried to get my objective over there.
The other
'Cause
thing-
I put it close so I could grab it quick.
The other thing you have to be aware of too, whenever you're playing against an opponent with ambush, if you push on them, depending what the ambush is, you push on them hard enough.
You can basically make it impossible to at least get a good ambush.
Yeah, you make them have to ambush early, or in some cases, maybe not even ambush at all.
Yeah.
Which
Sometimes
that's a little
it's
bit
like,
harder.
if you push hard enough, it's sometimes like, okay, you either do it turn 1 and not in a good spot, or you don't do it.
Yeah, it's hard too. One thing like +2 smoke helps, I feel. So if you're trying to mitigate, like especially BMP spam, if you drop smoke in front of them, yeah, you can't shoot them for the turn, but you stop them from shooting at least a turn, so it gives you time to move. But that's neither here nor there. It's like all trivial tactic stuff. Hopefully we can see you out there in May. I know Jeremy's going to go. I'm going to go. The Samurai is talking about it.
Right. And I'm going to have some new options to run.
Yeah, hopefully my Iraqis will be done by then. So I'm going to be running Americans with Iraqis with American allies, which is just my Bradleys. But if you guys like what we're doing, like, share, subscribe, comment. If you guys are planning on going to the Ligonier Rumble, or Rumble in Ligonier, I forgot the name of my own event all of a sudden because I'm a little bit tired. Go ahead and email me. My email is up on there. Let me know if you're coming or not. I think I have it set up to where sign-ups end like 2 weeks out. And if there's still slots open, I will go ahead and post. But just be aware, unless I'm friends with you on the Facebook, It just tells me a number who's coming. It doesn't even tell me who you are or anything. So
how many slots you got so far filled?
Well, with actual people coming, I have 6 out of
16, I think.
the 16. And there's a bunch of people marked on there that are going, but I don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And I can't reach out to them and click and message, hey, I see you're going. So
yeah, I think that might just be a lot of people saved it so that they can plan.
Yeah.
Because it initially was like 2 months in advance.
Yeah, now we're getting into April, and like I said, the Warsaw Pack Book will be legal in that, is what I'm telling everybody.
Yeah, because it drops in a week or two, I think.
Yeah, so I think that might be holding up people too, because they might be leery on, because there's a lot of Warsaw Pack armies that are floating in the ether. But besides that, we have to get going. The shop's closing up, and I have to go to work tonight yet. So until next time, guys, this is the Guildmaster with Paul, Jeremy, and the Samurai. Until next time, guys, keep your powder dry.